Bueno, pues miren nada más con quién me encuentro el día de hoy, nada más y nada menos que con Cebulski, editor en jefe de Marvel Comics. Realmente es un honor estar aquí con él. Nice to meet you,
Nice to meet you too. Thank you for having me on.
No, it's my pleasure, really. What do you think about all the Mexican fans now that you are here at La Mole?
It's my first time at La Mole, and I'm having a fantastic time. So thank you for inviting me down. I love the fans in Mexico for every time I come down. And the passion runs deep. It runs longer than fans in most other countries. But walking around today after 4 years and shaking people's hands and having them tell me what they love about Marvel, the Marvel comics that come out in English and then the Marvel comics that come out here, it almost feels like the fandom has grown over the last 4 years during COVID. The people are more passionate about Marvel than ever, and I can't thank everyone enough from the bottom of my heart for that continued love.
Oh, excellent, totally agree. The Mexican fans is a very great public, a great audience. Okay, how do you see the future of the comic industry? Do you think the digital comics are the future, maybe?
No, digital comics are going to continue to grow, but we're still going to experiment in what works and what doesn't. You know, just like apps or different programs that we've been, some survive and some fade out. So, you know, we haven't figured out exactly what digital comics are just yet. You could read them in many different ways, with viewers and PDFs, you know, streaming, you know, digital comics and scroll, webtoons. So the future of comics is wide open, but I don't think that we're ever going to lose print comics. You know, the future of comics will always be in existence in prints, because comics are not just about reading, it's about collecting and it's about community. You know I'm going to I've got the entire run of X-Men. I'm going to continue buying X-Men, even if I read it digitally sometimes as part of my job. But I think the future of comics is safe, and we're going to see the market continue to grow.
Okay, thank you. What do you think about the Mexican talent? I know that you were checking all the work about drawers. What are your expectations?
No, I have high expectations. I've always had high expectations. The level of art and mentorship in Mexico is very high. We've always hired a large number of Mexican artists, and they in turn teach the artists below them. Pencilers, colorists, you know, the field keeps growing in Mexico. And after 4 years, I expected the talent to be higher, and it is. It's wonderful. I've seen more beautiful portfolios here than ever before in Mexico. So I have high hopes that very soon many new artists, Mexican artists, will be working at Marvel within the next 6 months to 1 year.
Wow, that would be great. Really, really great. Okay, so your favorite superhero, Marvel superhero?
Danny Moonstar from New Mutants.
Of course.
And I always love Nightcrawler, and I have a soft spot in my heart for Wolverine, but I'm an X-Men guy.
Of course. I see. The last question, what do you think about the MCU? Do you think the MCU affect the comic book industry?
Yeah, it definitely affects the comic book industry in two very important ways. One, MCU, the success that Kevin and all the producers and the writers and the directors and the actors have only led to better sales for Marvel Comics. Fans leave the theater excited. They want to read more Marvel Comics. So you cannot deny the effect that they've had on the exposure for Marvel Comics and the growth that we've had. And the second thing is, sometimes they have great ideas. You know, they base a lot of the stories on Marvel Comics. They have the utmost respect for what the source material is. But it's their free will to change things. And sometimes they change things that are so cool that we say, oh my God, we have to bring that into our comics. You know, the most recent example was why am I drawing a blank? With WandaVision, what they did with Agatha Harkness. You know, in the Marvel Comics, our universe, Agatha was, 80 years old, a grandmother. Yes. But in the comics, they made her young, and we said, she's so cool. How come we should do that? So we in turn have a story now that it made Agatha a little younger. So I think Marvel Comics and Marvel Studios works very closely together. We're very synchronous. There's a lot of synchronicity between our divisions. And, they love our ideas, we love their ideas, we work very closely, and that's going to continue. And that's the best for both fans of comics, movies, games, and everything Marvel.
Wow, excellent. No, well, thank you for your time and for sharing your knowledge and experience with us.
Yep.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much. And thank you to all the fans in Mexico who continue to support Marvel. And, we are here for you. Everything you do in buying our comics, watching our movies, playing our games, with the toys, we can't thank you enough. Muchas gracias.
Gracias. Hasta luego.